My name's Amit Sukal. I'm employed with the Center for Pacific Crops and Trees of the Pacific Community as a virologist. The Center for Pacific Crops and Trees is a regional collection of plant germplasm collection. Germplasm is basically a collection of seeds, varieties, planting material that is important for the Pacific region. I recently completed my PhD in badnaviruses of yams. This started when we're looking at our crop collection. Basically, yams, Center for Pacific Crops and Trees has a good yam collection that has been collected from across the Pacific region. It has a very good diversity. Some of the varieties are resistant to anthracnose. Some varieties such as the Dioscorea esculenta yams, the species have been shown to grow in atoll countries. So a lot of the countries want to exchange this planting material and also request material from outside the region. There are some species in Africa that is very good, high yielding, that our region would benefit from. So all the Pacific Island countries want to access this genetic resource, this planting material. However, there has been a problem with biosecurity. We could not exchange this material because we did not have a diagnostic for badnaviruses. Badnavirus is a virus that infects tropical crops. It is prevalent in yams. It is similar to a flu in human beings. So we were faced with this problem of badnaviruses in yams. So together with prominent researchers such as Graham Jackson, Mike Furlong and Richard Mahakam, we put together a project proposal to ACIAR which was funded, and I also received a John Allwright Fellowship to do PhD at the Queensland University of Technology to address this issue of badnaviruses in yam. During my PhD, I was able to identify, characterize the different species of badnaviruses that were present in our collection and prevalent in the Pacific region, and also develop a protocol to effectively diagnose the infections in yam. Following this, we are now able to test our yam collections and eventually make them available to the Pacific Island countries.
From the national plant protection organizations in the region through the Pacific Plant Protection Organization, we look at the CePaCT as in a mechanism of transferring disease-free material to the region. Yeah, so this work is important, and the capacity that Amit brings in to this work is vital, given that we from the region we do not want to be seen distributing disease material at the end. So screening of viruses both in yams and in taro is vital, given this is one of the most stable food for us Pacific people.
This PhD journey meant that I needed to make a few sacrifices along the way as well. To take up the scholarship in Australia, I had to leave my wife and kids behind. So we spent a considerable time apart, and my wife during this journey was very strong, and my kids were a pillar of strength for me and pushed me on to complete this personal milestone that was always at the back of my mind in my journey to become a scientist. Some personal tragedies also occurred along the way when I lost my brother on a duty travel in PNG. While he was there, he was lost at sea, and I dedicate my thesis to him. My parents also made a lot of sacrifice being away from me in this time of tragedy. So I'd also like to thank them. However, life goes on, and all these people are very important in my journey, and ultimately being back, I contribute back to my family as well as this region, so that we're able to live in a food secure, a resilient Pacific community.